Hi everybody, so today I'm going to show you this super simple and fun DIY on how you can transform your basic pumpkins for either Halloween or Thanksgiving. So let's get started. This first pumpkin is probably the easiest one to do, and it's so stunning, and I'm obsessed with silver, so of course I had to have a silver pumpkin. So let's call this pumpkin Mirrored Metallics, and what you'll need to create this pumpkin is, of course, a pumpkin, silver spray paint, a paintbrush, black paint, and some glittery spider decorations. Now take your pumpkin and spray paint and just go ahead and begin spray painting your pumpkin, and make sure you lay down some cardboard paper or newspaper just because this will get a bit messy and you don't want to spray paint your floor. And this silver spray paint is actually very opaque, so I only needed one coat to cover the orange. The spray paint will dry in about 15 minutes, so just set your pumpkin aside and wait for it to dry, and then you can move on to the next step, which is painting the stem. So I'm taking black paint and I'm going to paint the stem black, but you can leave the stem silver and have a completely silver pumpkin, but I like the depth and contrast the black adds. And I also took these sparkly black spiders and I stuck one on the side of the pumpkin, and you can add as many as you'd like, but I just chose to add one. So here's our first pumpkin, and it's very easy to do, and I love the metallic finish with the black detailing. Moving on to the second pumpkin, this one is probably the most time consuming, but the finished look is stunning, so it's definitely worth it, and I like to call this one my precious metals pumpkin. So the supplies you'll need for this pumpkin is a pumpkin, some gold leaf, adhesive and sealer for the gold leaf, and a couple different brushes. I actually already did half of this pumpkin, so we'll do the other half together. So taking your adhesive, brush this onto the side of the pumpkin, and I personally like working in small increments, so once you have your adhesive applied, you'll need to wait about 20 minutes for it to get tacky, and then we can apply the gold leaf. So 20 minutes later, your pumpkin is ready to go. So taking a piece of gold leaf, gently apply this to the pumpkin, and then taking a sponge, lightly tap it into place. And personally, I really wanted the gold leaf to set into the grooves of the pumpkin because this will really enhance the overall look. So now just go ahead and finish up the rest of your pumpkin, and make sure to take your time with this because beauty can't be rushed. Okay, so you may notice that your pumpkin has little cracks, but honestly, it's the imperfections that make this pumpkin so beautiful. Now to finish off this pumpkin, take your sealer and apply this to the pumpkin, and this will seal and protect your gold leaf pumpkin. So here's the second pumpkin, and this just really looks like you went to the pumpkin patch and found a 24 karat gold pumpkin, and I love it. Now this final pumpkin is so feminine and girly, and it's one of my favorites, so let's call this one the Pink Posy pumpkin. So to create this pumpkin, you'll need a pumpkin, pink spray paint, and a bunch of fresh flowers that will go with the color of your pumpkin, and you'll also need a vase. I actually cut out the top of my pumpkin and hollowed it out because this is where the vase will go, but since I'm spray painting the pumpkin first, I'm going to leave the top of the pumpkin on. So you can use whatever color spray paint and flowers you want, but for this I decided to go with pink, so I'm going to spray paint my pumpkin and then let it dry for about 15 minutes. Now for the fun part, take off the top of your pumpkin, and taking your vase filled with water, pop that inside of your pumpkin. And now you can begin placing your flowers inside the vase. And once all of the flowers are added, here's what your pumpkin will look like. And this is so pretty and it makes the perfect centerpiece. Oh, and I also bought these little pumpkins and I couldn't deny them beauty. So if you don't want to have a big pumpkin, you can always do DIY little baby pumpkins. So here are all of our glamorous pumpkins, and I hope you enjoyed this DIY, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!